So let's look at how to deal with this. What is the answer to questions? The answer is 1, accept that it's okay psychologically for you to ask. It's all right. I give you permission. It's all right to ask. You're not naughty. You're not a bad person for asking questions. You're not a disobeying, evil person because you ask. You are free. Asking makes you free. 2, have lists of questions so you can relearn how to ask effectively. Because the problem is, if you keep saying why, it's a very aggressive question. Can you help me? Why do you want me to help you? Oof. Why? Have you got the time? Why do you want to know? Oof. What's your name? Why? Very aggressive and in your face. Different questions. I wonder if you can help me. Would you mind if I asked you this? Could I? Would I? Should I? Would it be possible? Etc. etc. 3, use acknowledgements to give you time to think. Okay, I understand that you're asking me this, or I appreciate that you want me to help you with whatever. May I ask you a question in the meantime? Or whatever. 4, learn the assertiveness model by Adam Kaplan by heart. Will give you all the power you need to control conversations. And 5, practice. Practice on friends, family, practice in the mirror. Relearn the skill. Acknowledge and ask. Acknowledge and ask. Acknowledge and ask. And when someone asks you a question, acknowledge that they've asked the question before asking your own. And that is all you have to do to control conversations and be in control of every aspect of your life. Life is simple if you just ask the right questions, to acknowledge correctly and everything else. Customer service becomes easy. Okay, I appreciate you'd like to know if we can give you a full refund. In order for me to do that, can I ask you a couple of questions to ascertain the situation? Fantastic, yes, great, and you're ahead. You're asking the questions. You're in control of the conversation. And if you're in control of the conversations you have with people, what are you in control of? That's right, your life. I don't know. We came in here to talk about exceptional customer service, and I've given you a tool for taking control of your life. This is value for money. Having the power to control conversations is part of the game. The other part is being able to confront the problems you have with customers. There's a 7-step process to dealing with it, to confront problems. Step 1, acknowledge them and acknowledge their issue. So if someone says, I'm really upset with your company, say, okay, I can hear that you're upset with the company. They say, I'm finding you really annoying at the moment. So, okay, I can hear that you find me really annoying at the moment. If they say, I'm at the end of my tether, go, okay, I can hear that you're saying that you're at the end of your tether. Acknowledge what they've said. I can hear that you're upset. 2, actively listen. That means making notes. That means, do you mind if I make some notes while you tell me? Or can you repeat that again because I'm not quite sure what you said? Actively listen. We looked at it earlier. 3, find out what they want by asking the right questions. How can you find out what people want? Well, you got to guess. Find out what they want. Do you remember? Great customer service is helping people. Wanting to help people, find out what they want by asking the right questions, give them the right advice that makes them and us feel great. Remember, that was the thing at the top. 4, summarize what they need and what they want. So what you're asking for is a full refund. Is that correct? I'm not saying that we can do that, but I need to make sure that is what you're looking for. Anything else that you're looking for in the whole process, find out everything that's going on and move on. 5, look at possible solutions. By acknowledging what they want and checking to make sure that you understand everything that they want and need, you're showing them that you understand their requirements. And by showing them that, it makes them feel much calmer. They become less like the Hulk and more like a human. This is why we ask the questions, to find out what they want, making them feel calmer. Can you see how this all links together? Look at possible solutions, see how you can help them. 6, agree the solution that you've come to, negotiated with them, but take action and see it through. Don't just agree it and forget it, make sure it happens. And last of all, double check that they're happy with everything you've done for them. Now if you do that, you can take a customer extremely unhappy and never going to work with you again, all the way through to the process of getting more business and developing the future. It's so important. It's such a sales opportunity to give good customer service. Are you happy with how we've done this? Brilliant. Do you know people who might be able to be benefiting from this service? Okay, would you like to give me a couple of names? I mean, that's how far you can take it. For example, have you all enjoyed the sales training and the customer service training you've been getting with us? Brilliant, good, I'm delighted. So I wonder if you could take a couple of minutes now to take some paper on the side there, and just write down the email addresses and telephone numbers of three people that you know that you think would benefit from this. So in 15-20 seconds, I've probably got around 40 to 45 leads, just because I asked and I've looked after you all day. And it's the same thing you can achieve here. Interesting, isn't it? So when you've got a customer who's unhappy, you've got to take them, once you've dealt with the problem, through the recovery process, acknowledge them and apologise. Listen and empathise. Fix their problem quickly and fairly, and that means fairly for both sides. Don't just give in. Offer atonement, in other words, value-added service. I'm really sorry you've had this problem, can we refund you, can we send you a voucher, etc., etc. 5, keep your promises, which means if you've promised to do something, do it. If you say you're going to help, help. If you're going to call them back, call them back. Follow up on your promises. So after you've called, if you're going to say you're going to call them back, then check afterwards to make sure that it's worked. If you've promised that someone's going to be calling them, ring that person to make sure they called them, even as far as calling the customer to make sure that person called them. Can't beat, this is so important. And number 7, thank them for using your company, even if they've said they're not going to work with you anymore, because one day they might. Good.